Okay, what we have here is a 2002 Toyota Camry with a V6. It's got a bad knock sensor. All right, to get to change the knock sensors, you gotta take all this intake stuff off. Now I'm not gonna do that. All I've done is I've taken the air box off, which you can see. I got this air box. This is the air box for the air filter, and I took my battery out. There's my battery down there. And when you do that, when you take all that stuff out, you can get to the wiring harness for the knock sensor. Okay, it plugs in here. Usually, you'll see it right down here. That's where it plugs in. That's where it attaches to. Okay. Now, what I've done is I've went and bought a knock sensor. I bought one knock sensor. There it is. This is a little microphone that goes in there that listens for sounds, for knocks. Okay, I bought a wiring harness for the knock sensor. And what I've done is I've rewired this thing. Okay, I've got a ground. The green wire right here is my ground. And the other two wires I have soldered together into one. So that's going to plug into my knock sensor. I'm going to have one knock sensor instead of two. And what I've done is I've drilled a hole up here on this bracket, okay, outside the motor. I'm going to add a knock sensor to the top of my motor somewhere so I can, I don't have to go inside the damn motor to change it if ever it goes out again. See, what's going on here is this knock sensor that's bad inside the engine is putting the engine into limp mode. Okay, it's talking to the computer and it's saying your engine's going bad. You have a knock in your crankshaft, which I don't. I just have a bad knock sensor. So what's going on here is it puts the engine into limp mode. It takes all its power away, takes its passing gears, takes its acceleration. You have no overdrive. It's just it's putting in limp mode. It's like it's limping. It's hurt. I'm going to trick it into thinking it has a new knock sensor or whatever. Well, actually, it is going to have a new knock sensor. But what I've done, I went and got a drill. I had to get a drill bit, the special size of the knock sensor, which is this one right here, for my particular knock sensor, my particular car. This is my drill that I bought. All right, that's the drill bit that I used to go down in there, to drill my hole. Now you can put it anywhere, but just make sure you get a good grounding bracket, something that's grounded, or you're gonna have to ground it yourself. Now you're also gonna need a tap. This is the tap I bought. 1/2 inch 20 NF. All right, now I'm fixing to tap that hole and put a new knock sensor on this car and put everything back together, and we'll see what happens. All right, I have tapped my threads in there. Now let's remove the tap and see if the lock sensor fits in there. All right, let's zoom right on in there to it. That's my hole. Well, fits perfectly. Right there. We'll screw that down good and tight. And that's where our new knock sensor will go. Right there. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna leave that old one hanging down there where it was. Just leave it hanging. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Take my new knock sensor, wiring harness. Let's just plug it in to the new, let's plug it into the existing wiring harness for the car. Let's find a route for it where it won't be against anything hot. And I'll reroute this. I'll get some insulation to put over it. I'll route it. And we will plug it in right there where it goes, and voila. As they might say in the North, Bob will be your uncle. Bob's your uncle. There you go. Bob's your uncle. I don't know who Bob is, but my uncle ain't named Bob. My uncle name ain't no Bob. So anyhow, I'll be back. Let me get all this crap together. Let me put this damn air box back in, put the battery back in, and we'll give it a test out, see what's happening. All right, folks, it worked. Bob's your uncle and my uncle now. Now my uncle's name's Bob. As soon as I turned the key on, I immediately noticed there was no engine, no check engine light. Went down the road, it shifted correctly, did everything like it was supposed to. So Bob's my uncle. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching this one, folks. RednecksGoneWild.com.